The crisp morning air carried the lively chatter of children as Timmy peered out from his usual doorway alcove that kept him warm. A stream of young students, backpacks bouncing on their shoulders, paraded down the sidewalk toward the imposing brick building of their school. Timmy's eyes traced their journey, transfixed, until the last child disappeared through the grand entrance. In that moment, an epiphany sparked within him. If he could somehow find his way inside those hallowed halls of learning, a new world of possibilities might open up, an escape from the bitter, cold brutality of street life. As he watched the steady stream of students file through the doors, Timmy couldn't help but think how incredibly fortunate they were to have such an opportunity for education, one he had been denied simply by virtue of his circumstances. His gaze landed on a sign announcing the school's registration fee of $500. To Timmy, that amount seemed astronomical for a homeless child, and yet seeing those lucky youths reminded him that an education could be the key to a bright future. It sparked a tiny bit of hope buried deep inside him that maybe he could change his luck too. The few coins he had collected from begging, which once just helped him get by, now meant something more. They represented a chance, the key to the future he desperately wanted, and a way to fix the unfairness he faced. With reinvigorated determination, Timmy expanded his efforts to earn what little money he could. Evening after evening, he would captivate passers-by by singing soulful melodies, dancing with rhythmic passion, and dazzling them with magic tricks picked up through keen observation. His chalk art turned dull sidewalks into vivid murals, and his custom portraits seemed to bring life to the concrete, all in exchange for small donations. Each day, Timmy searched every corner of the city, collecting discarded items to turn into handmade goods to sell to tourists and locals. He expertly rebound old books, fixed broken electronics, and decorated vintage clothes. He also offered dog-watching services during busy lunch hours, making sure pets were safe while their owners dined. No opportunity was overlooked. In the early hours before sunrise and late into the night, Timmy assisted market vendors with the arduous tasks of setting up and tearing down their stalls, earning his keep through back-breaking labor in exchange for a few spare coins, or nourishing scraps of unsold produce. The tattered rags clinging to his lean frame were painstakingly maintained, patched and kept presentable, allowing him to project an air of respectability despite his impoverished plight. After 3 months of hustling and squirreling away every hard-earned cent, Timmy's diligently amassed fortune finally reached the monumental sum of $500. His single ambition, once just a flicker of hope, burned brighter as the path to a new reality came within reach. With a mix of fear and excitement, Timmy approached the school's office on registration day. The clerk looked skeptically at the disheveled boy holding a heavy sack of coins, but Timmy met her gaze with determined eyes. He counted out the full registration fee, each clink of the coins on the counter sounding like a declaration of his perseverance. Timmy remained ever vigilant, his piercing eyes studying the well-groomed scholars who represented the privileged reality he was soon to join. He watched everything about them, how they talked, picking apart every little detail that made their refined lives different from the tough streets he had risen from. With careful effort, Timmy transformed himself in the days before his first day of school. The rough way he spoke changed, becoming more articulate. He worked on his posture and refined his mannerisms until he embodied the sophistication he dreamed of. At last, the defining moment arrived. Dressed in a carefully kept donated uniform, Timmy crossed the threshold of the school as a registered student, leaving behind the label of a poor outsider looking in. He promised himself that from those revered halls, he would emerge a different person, his unwavering determination fueling the endless possibilities now shining brightly ahead.